the best time of the week. It's time for Top That Trade. Joining us today, Phil Flynn, a Fox Business Network contributor, and Alan Eckman, an options trading pro. Guys, here we go. Round number one, which rich? Recently, a couple of wild calls came from the very rich. One billionaire arguing over $300 oil. The other billionaire putting $6 billion into gold. Which rich do you follow?
Anything can happen in this world, that's for sure. Oil going to 300 is very, very unlikely, but anything could happen. But I have a question. If you've got $6 billion net worth and you're putting half your money in gold, worst case scenario, you're still going to have $3 billion left.
Or put the other $3 billion in oil. You know, it'd be equal. One of them's got to work, right? No, I mean, this is an extreme position. But let's talk a lot about the gold play. Listen, hey, if you're going to put billions of dollars in cryptocurrencies, why not gold? Gold is the traditional cryptocurrency. It's been around for 1,000,000 years. And if you think at some point, hey, you got $3 billion, the world gets into a financial crisis, you're going to have a pile of gold.
You'll have a pile of something.
Hey, you could be your own central bank with $3 billion in gold.
You could
start your own central bank. Yeah, you know, and then on the other hand is for oil. Pierre Onderon, famous hedge fund trader, made a bunch of money during the last decade.
So neither one of these people are silly or
no,
stupid.
They're not crazy. They're rich. They're crazy rich.
They're crazy rich. There you go. That's a good phrase.
Good one. Let's move on to round number two, Moo Money. We're hearing about this massive supply of milk on the market, and it's hurting dairy farmers. But there's also a Bloomberg report that says more farmers are turning to the futures and options market. Is that a good move?
I think it's a great thing, and where were you for the last couple of years?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's about time. That's why these markets exist.
Yeah, in fact, I walk by the dairy traders every day. Exactly, you could hedge, and believe me, dairy farmers have had some rough time. Prices have gone down. And interestingly enough, now that we've got hedgers coming into the market, speculators coming back into the milk market, the milk prices look the best they have in years. In fact, you remember back in the old days when we talked about inflation? No, we used to talk about milk and bread and cheese and, what's going to cost. Now we talk about, what's happening with Apple. But in the real world, we're seeing some inflation coming back. That's good for these farmers. It's been a rough time. But the charts look very good for milk and cheese. So
they can lock in their prices. They can know where the market should be trading and what their product's worth. And they can shift their risk. That's the reason these markets exist. They can sleep at night knowing that they've sold their milk in the futures markets to lock in prices and live a more stable life.
And then it's all cream on the crop if the prices go up. Hey!
Wow, you are on it today. Let's take a look at round number three, presidential pop. The president says the country is doing better than the stock market, which could be up another 60%. Do you follow that Trump trade?
Now, 60%, he's not saying over what time frame. We're up 250% off the lows in the S&P.
Thank you.
So that's not unreasonable. And actually, for the S&P to double, for the markets to double from where we are here, we'd have to get 5 consecutive years of 14.5% growth. So I'm not saying no, that couldn't happen.
I'm saying yes, it's going to happen. And you know what? The reason why I think it's
no and saying yes is the same thing, isn't it?
Listen, President Trump's tax cuts, okay?
That's going to accelerate profitability
in stocks, and it'd be very good. And if you go back to the Reagan tax cuts, that's the last time we had a move like that in a short period of time. So I agree with the president. Keep up the good work.
What it's done is it's increased earnings significantly. So the PE ratio has actually made stocks cheaper than they were.
All right, on to your bonus round question for today. It's Kentucky Derby weekend. So how long has the Derby been around? 90 years?
Right, 90?
120 years?
120.
Or 144 years?
144.
144 years. Woo!
Thank you. All right, there we go. Thank you. The photo finish. I won by a nose.
Great job, guys. Business First AM Gallups back after this.